So this na the continuation, the part 2 of that video where I post about wetin really happened to JP, where this guy they talk wetin happened to JP and how dem take carry am go hospital, his wife reaction and everything. So if you never watch the part 1 of this video, I bet make you go try watch am so that you go fit understand wetin really happen. And to some people wey come begin dey judge the wife, some people wey judge JP wife, you know say some people then wetin dem dey do when dem hear something, dem go begin dey judge without reasoning. Dem go begin dey judge person without reasoning or without even knowing what really happened. So na so dem just dey judge the wife, say the wife no do this, the wife no do that, the wife no do this, the wife no do that, blah blah blah. Abeg my dear, if na you this kind thing happen to, maybe you no go fit do anything. Yes, you no go fit do anything, or you wait until it happen to you, then we go see wetin you go fit do. But I pray make this kind thing no happen to anybody again. Abeg make you watch this video, make you listen to wetin this guy dey talk.
So this is my continuation of the video I posted, the previous video I posted about Junior Pope. So at the point when they took the body and passed the wife, you know, she started screaming, and from there they said we were going to a certain hospital. I didn't know the hospital. At the same time, I didn't want to take the wife there to the hospital. So I come to whine am. They tell her, say I'm trying to make calls to know where they are. I don't really know where they are. You know, I just try the whine am, make she know, because she was forcing me. She said if I don't take her to where her husband is, that she's going to jump out of my car. So I was calling some Nollywood women. They will help me hold her now, because me I be man. No me go dey hold woman when they cry. Most times when somebody by man will they console, men will they console the man, women will they console the woman, you know. But some of these people who finally got to the hospital, some of the actors or Nollywood people where they call to help me hold the wife, if they come hospital, they go pass me, go do video first. At the end of the day, I was still the one holding this woman until later on one of her friends called me, Mrs. JMO. She called me and said, please, what's happening? Is it true? So I started to bring Junior Pope's wife to our house. We got there, the woman joined us in the car, and we went back to the hospital again. So I was still with her, you know. They already took the guy to the morgue. No, he didn't enter inside the mortuary, because the mortuary attendant refused and said if he's going to stay here, he can only stay for only 3 days, because he died in the water. So at that moment, Regina Daniel started calling me. Regina Daniel called me and said, where are you guys? What's happening? Is it true? She was just crying and just, you know. So me, I tell her, I say, you hold yourself. Oh, I'm trying to see how I can hold this woman. So if I'm going to tell you where we are, if you are going to come here, you have to, you know, arrange yourself so that it doesn't get worse for the wife. So it was difficult for Regina Daniel, but I directed her to the hospital, St. Joseph Hospital in Asaba. At this time, there was a large crowd, more than 500 persons in the hospital. And so Regina Daniel got there. Regina Daniel was, she came with her mom and a few other persons. I think they were the first set of people who came, and their focus first went to the wife. You know, every other person won't do video, every other person won't do many things where they will post later. You know, I don't have, like I said in the previous video, I don't have videos, you know, for all of these things, because at that moment I don't even remember say camera did for inside phone, you know. So she was in my car, Regina Daniel and her mom, they were with her, consoling her, crying and praying with her and all of that. So while we were there, everyone, see, we had a larger percentage of illiterates in that hospital at that moment. Graduates when they there not plenty. People will get exposed minds, no plenty. People will be civilized, no plenty. And many people were not where I thought they were rather. Many people were not where I thought they were. You know, some people know, now I don't go into all those details, because if I want to talk about those parts, I should say internet will break, but let's just leave it. Let's leave it like that, because at the end of the day, for this entertainment industry, people they serve God, they very few, very few. That day I felt like it was only myself. There were a few other persons there. While we're there, she now said she wants to see her husband, and her father refused. Some other persons agreed, some refused. Me, I was of the opinion that let her see her husband. At the end of the day, she go still see him. If she go see him today, she go see him tomorrow, she go see him next tomorrow. Before he's going to be buried, she will see him. So make she was crying and saying that she wants to talk to her husband. If she talks to her husband will wake up. Her husband will listen to her. So finally they agreed. We started walking towards where the husband was. Some Nollywood people intercepted and said no, she cannot see her husband, blah 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 blah. I'm like, why? Is this some form of tradition? What is your reason? Person husband, by make you see your husband body now. At least make she rest, make she agree, say it don't happen, So they refused. After a while, they said okay, she can come now. We were going again. They intercepted her again and sent her back. This time around, Regina Daniels' mom was there and all those people, so they held her and said she has to see her husband. As we were approaching, the next thing we heard, Junior Pope is alive. Junior Pope is alive. JP is alive. One stupid boy was the one that started that news. Meanwhile, before then, Oni Michael was saying that he doesn't believe that Junior Pope is dead, that we can do something, we can do this. He was just trying to come up with ideas. He said he doesn't believe JP is dead. Blah 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 blah. So he said even before they brought him out of the river, they said they brought one Babalawo that brought him out of the river, that the Babalawo said sun has gone down, so he cannot bring anybody from the river. But because Junior Pope is a celebrity, he will just try and do it so that fishes will not eat his body and all that. So that was why the man brought him out. So Oni Michael was like, this guy is still alive. He believes that this guy is alive. We should try this, try that. So while there, one idiot said, Junior Pope is alive. He's alive. His hand was shaking. His body shook. And they saw him. His hand did like this. And the next thing, everyone rushed. This boy, can I get the phone? Let me have a phone. This boy that said that Junior Pope is alive, this boy was not even close to the corpse. Like, he was not close to the body. He was not even close. Junior Pope is alive. And he stood far as people were running towards the body. This boy was recording. He was recording. Like, this was like, it was like a prank us. He just like say a prank us. Just the record. So the uncivilized people there, some started hitting him, slippers. He is alive. You're hitting his leg, you're hitting his body, hitting him, using slippers to wipe this guy. You're hitting him. He's alive. Nobody could listen. Okay, let us, like, the crowd of people surrounding that truck were much. And so I was not saying, hey, this guy is alive. Can we organize like a prayer chain? We're already in the hospital. Can the doctor come back and check him again? For where 95% of the people there had the same opinion that he should be taken back to the river. That Babalawo that brought him out from the river. We got to finally Junior Pope, rushed him, brought him out because the driver of the truck was no longer around. Brought him out of the truck, took him into one Lexus, and as they were about leaving, the second guy who was dead is a crew member. The crew members association or something like that now refused and said this guy, Junior Pope, is not going anywhere. If we are going to leave their own person, like they are going to leave their person, Junior Pope is not going anywhere. They now carry the body of their own friend or their colleague, the crew member. They carried his own body and used it to block the gates. It was a huge drama that day. It was like film. They blocked the gate, so people now say, okay, start another car. They carry that other guy, put in the car, and they zoom. How do you move somebody? Let's assume Junior Pope's hand shook at that time. We'll assume say hand shake. So let's say hand shake. How do you move him from a hospital to Babalawo? How do you do that? Such ideas could have come from only a demon showing on the screen as an actor. How do you do that? Nobody listen to any of us. Everybody just do their mind. So because the people who they even say, okay, make doctor check am and let us be praying. People get that opinion not past 5. So how we're supposed to subdue those many other people? And so since they already left for the river, we had to follow them because his wife was with me. Regina Daniel's aides also joined my car. Regina Daniel, they moved. They just said I should stay in the front so that they would follow me. So they followed me. We got to that place. They carried him straight to the Babalawo house. Is like up the hill. You had to climb and climb and climb. We got there. By the time we're getting there, over 1,000 people were there already. So we got there. They put him near a fire. The Babalawo, I think he called some other Babalawo too to join him. They did blah blah blah, many things. I don't know how they do those things. Just laid him down there. They said another time again, that same idiot that said his hand shook at that time came to that place again and said his hand he shake now, he don't move. Everyone started saying he's alive. And this boy immediately left. The next video this boy made, this thing was happening at Ibu Marine, Anam River. This boy made his next video at DBS Road. Because if you check one of those videos, you will see the banner of my show, the billboard of my show. My billboard no dey Marine, my billboard dey DBS. The one showing in that boy's video, that DBS Road the day, front of just after West Empire, before House on the Rock Church. That one night. So this boy was making videos, giving reports of what was happening at the Babalawo house and at the hospital while he was on DBS Road. I can't remember the boy that very dark man was talking about. So I don't want to mention his name. I know people making case worse anyway. So this guy now said this guy was making video that he's alive. Everyone started posting he's alive. To the point that even the AGM president, without proper verification, posted that the young man was alive. Later on, he deleted the tweet or the stuff that he posted. So they tried all they could. Junior Pope did not wake up. There's a part of his story I can't say here anyway. There's one side of it that I cannot say. So that one is for it's too deep, but no Allah. They left that place. I took him back to the hospital you did not believe in. Went back to the hospital. The crowd, before they reached hospital, the crowd already did. At this point, the crowd increased again. And so people were struggling. Doctors could not even do anything. Crowd was much. People were trooping into the hospital. It was not even like the hospital compound, like the main hospital Ganga. People were trooping in, crowd. Even we were carrying the wife or even see space. So myself, Regina Daniel, her mom, we came back. And so Regina Daniel came down from her car and was trying to make her way into the front. So I think those people at the front, they had not seen her before at that whole scenario. They saw Regina Daniel and started screaming. As they were screaming from that front, the people behind thought that they were screaming that Junior Pope is alive. Those people behind started shouting, he's alive.